Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Well, it was the New Orleans Pelicans in their last game losing to the Nets in Brooklyn. So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. Something to keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
And finished off by Brown.
And there's no excuse for allowing Brown to get that deep. He's just brilliant at jamming it down the defense's throat.
Now here's Iverson. Williamson, the screen. Here's McCollum. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Outside, Horford. To the inside, Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
An elite distributor for a big man. Horford is the kind of guy you want to play basketball with.
Pass to Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
Skying high, one of his advantages as an undersized forward.
Zion Williamson has a very unique game and body. When you look at him on the floor, what do the optics, Steve, tell you about him?
Well, my eyes tell me he's like Shaq, the big diesel, because few guys in NBA history can just out-muscle their opponents. Skill-wise, at that size, he is one of one.
And here is Iverson after the three-pointer from Al Horford. And here's Ingram from the arc. We've seen a quick start here for the Celtics. It's a 5-point game. At the elbow, Horford. The kick out to Brown. Back to Horford. 5 to shoot. Driving inside. Nice steal from Valanciunas.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Mr. Williamson, and stolen by Redick. Picked by Horford. Launches a three. Pelicans pull it in. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Now Iverson, and the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Here's McCollum. Unloads. They get it back.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Inside. Here's Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside position, he just goes for the finish.
Down low, Williamson kicks it out to Iverson, and the foul on Marcus Smart. That's foul number 2 for him.
He was too aggressive. That's already his second foul. We haven't even gotten out of the first quarter.
Now a timeout called by Boston. .146 left to play in the first quarter. Iverson outside. 4 on the clock. And a wide open look for Valanciunas. And the Pelicans miss again.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And Ingram launches it from deep. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Unfortunately, the Pelicans did make a first-round exit in the postseason.
In a series they took to 6 games, but yeah, it couldn't put together that deep run. Maybe this year things will be different.
Now here's Redick. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Pelicans trailed by 11. Here's Williamson. Iverson up top. The 3. No good that time. Here's Boston now. They're on a 14-3 run right now. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitutions for the Celtics.
32 seconds left here in the first quarter. Launches it. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Now here's McCollum. Horford with the rebound. Brown outside. Outside, Horford. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Horford's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Boston.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the...
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
Pass to Iverson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Murphy. The shot, no good. The Celtics go the other way with it. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. And it's Gallinari missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Smitty, the talented Larry Nance has a very complete game, doesn't he?
He does. He does a little bit of everything for this team. Scores, rebounds, passes, defends. Kevin, he's such an excellent role player.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. To the paint. Nifty move. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Pass to Murphy. Back to Iverson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on White. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Smart deciding where to go with it. Redick for 3. And the rebound goes to Murphy. Pelicans trailed by 17. And the basket by McCollum.
C.J. McCollum is so crafty at finding ways to capitalize inside. What a play.
Outside, Smart. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Pass to McCollum. Over Redick. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. McCollum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Look at C.J. picking the defense apart, using the pick and roll to create openings.
Brown outside. A 3 ball. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. To the wing right side. It's Murphy outside. Redick with the rebound. Boston leading by 15.
Well, after their offense stalled in the finals, the Celtics getting some veteran help. Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. Now, Malcolm Brogdon said in pre-draft interviews, teams would ask him, you went to college for 4 years and got your master's in your 5th year. Are you sure you want to be an NBA player? It seems as if you're black, you can't be both educated and a sportsman. But it's not disheartening. It's a chance for me to break the mold. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. It's McCollum on the wing for the 3. It's a hand on it. It's good on the putback.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That's his first foul. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Pelicans.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Outside Tatum. Poked away. And here's Richardson. Pass to Williamson. Sweet move. Kicks it out to Jones. Back to Williamson. 5 on the clock. Williamson double team. Here's Valanciunas. The rebound by Malcolm Brogdon.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 17.
An incredible leaper at 6'8". Tatum is difficult to stop down low.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Williamson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Man, Zion Williamson is different. A big man who possesses incredible explosiveness and power.
Here's Smart. Here's Williams. And Williams slams it in.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
The Pelicans.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The drive by Iverson. It's Ingram on the wing. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Outside, White. Pass to Tatum. No good with the triple. Pelicans trailed by 19. And Jason Tatum seems, GA, like he's on the verge of being a superstar in the league.
And Kevin, some would say he is already there. It feels like he's going to win an MVP in the next 5 years. He's already shown he can lead a team to the finals.
There's a screen by Williams. Tatum gets the bucket. Tatum's got 6.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to. Nothing went right on that offensive possession except the result.
Pass to Smart. Back to Brogdon. And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. So Boston going with almost an entire new group.
Substitutions for the Celtics.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Brogdon outside. Left side, Brown. Clock at 4. And the wide open shot from Redick. The Shot's good. Brown making the play.
Whenever Redick skies up for a three-pointer, you just think it's going in. He is as efficient as they come.
Pass to Ingram. Valanciunas inside. Here's Williamson. Ingram outside. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Malcolm Brogdon.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Gallinari outside. Back to Brogdon. Redick for three. That shot no good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. And Greg, up and down this Celtics roster, so many of their key players were drafted by the Boston Celtics.
And Tatum and Brown at the core, but also credit to their front office. Rare to find a powerhouse built from homegrown talent.
And it's Ingram missing.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the tooth.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. Ball in his hands, good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
1:32 left here in the third quarter. Pass to White. And Tatum out top the key. Redick for three. Pelicans with the rebound.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Screen by Valanciunas. Trying to get something going. To the middle. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Williamson. Second shot opportunity. And Valanciunas with the layup. Valanciunas has got his first points of the game.
The persistence of Valanciunas paying off in a big way on the glass. He is just a tremendously hard worker.
Back to White. Redick with the three. Knocks down the three ball. Redick's got 9 points here in the second half.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And stolen by White. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Right side Tatum. Shot clock at 5. There's the three. Good on the triple. Tatum's got 9.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Looks smart when the shots are going down.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but.
The Pelicans, 15.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so White will bring it up for the Celtics. We talk about players, Steve, we talk about coaches and GMs, but not too much about owners and their effect on the game and the organization.
Kevin, the owners for me are A1. It starts from the top. They're the ones who hire the team president, GMs, and coaches. And certainly, there's some teams who have some great owners.
Back to Ingram. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
A sound jumper goes a long way in this league. Ingram understands that and makes the most of his.
Pelicans foul. Jose Alvarado. Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitutions for the Celtics.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Inside. Williams in the post. 4 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Hernangomez. Ingram outside. Pass to Hernangomez. Back to Ingram. Taken away by Williams. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Brown outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. That's one of the very few weaknesses in his game. Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there. This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Smart with the ball. It's deflected. Murphy with the steal. Here's Alvarado. The rebound by the Celtics.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
To the inside. And stolen by Horford. Brown outside. To the paint. Here's Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
And every year, Tatum evolves. Tonight, he's given us a taste of everything he's been working on.
And the Pelicans miss again.
Man, at what point do you blame the play calling more than the player?
Down low. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And the skills of Brown. Not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
Pass to Ingram. And here is Hernangomez. Back to Ingram. From deep. Here's Murphy. And Tatum pulls it down.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. So it'll be Jaylen Brown shooting. It goes on Brandon Ingram. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Celtics.
It's just a passing clinic from them in this game. Solid communication and unselfish play all around.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the three. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Celtics.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jason Tatum.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
Clock is at 3. Here's Brown. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
Taking no chances. they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Now here's McCollum. Screened by Valanciunas. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to McCollum. And stolen by Redick. Now Smart. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams.